decide not to use it. Curry, way downtown. Bang! Bang! Oh, what a shot from Curry! Rebound box. Back out to Allen. His three-pointer. Bang! Tie game! Is this the dagger? Iguodala to Curry. Back to Iguodala. Up for the layup. Oh, blocked by James!
Cleveland! This is for you!
Welcome to the Stepback Podcast.
All right, welcome back. A little Stepback Podcast, huh?
Yeah,
It's been a while.
it's been a long time.
This is our nice. This is probably our nicest setup that we've had.
Yeah,
so
it sounds
far.
the best.
So this is season 2 of the
Yeah,
Stepback
season
Podcast.
2,
Season
yeah.
1 was pretty successful, man.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, but we're time has evolved and we got more money into it now, and
Yeah, we got a nice setup. Hopefully, we're gonna keep going. Eventually, we're gonna change this little setup we got here visually. Definitely audio wise, this is our best situation we've had yet.
yeah,
We got all new situations, all new mixers, all new microphones, all new everything. We're working on the, visuals next. We're going to have signs and chairs, and we'll get a couch, and we'll get other people in here and other microphones and a whole setup and everything. But for right now, we're back. So thanks for tuning in. Anyone who's checking us out for season 2.
yeah.
How you thinking so far about this year, Pat?
It's been pretty crazy. We're recording this January 17th.
Today's Sunday. Yeah, Sunday night, right about 6 o'clock. Pretty soon
we're
is
coming off
don't
of
bang on stuff.
yeah we're coming off of James Harden's
Yeah, the James Harden debut
in
was yesterday.
Brooklyn.
Yeah.
So we're coming off of that.
What'd you think? Give me some of your opening thoughts about that James Harden debut. First of all, the deal, how everything went down in Houston, and the debut on the Nets yesterday and how everything happened.
It was pretty wild how fast and how quick everything went down, because it was kind of like, I was at work and, I was getting notifications saying it was Philly, and then all of a sudden I heard, oh no, it's going to be Brooklyn. And no one really knew if Kyrie was going to be involved, and I've seen reports that the deal in Philly was done, and that Ben had already been told by his agent that to expect a trade, and it was done. And for some reason, Brooklyn came in at the last second and threw him Karis LeVert, and who else did they throw? Jared Allen was gone, and Karukas, and some of those other guys. But the way everything turned out, it was pretty wild. And I actually think the big winner out of the trade, other than Brooklyn, establishing this superstar big three, is Indiana. And the way Indiana was able to slide in with Karis LeVert, where Oladipo, this whole thing is
shout out to Karis LeVert too.
Yeah, this is a tough
hopefully,
situation.
Yeah, hopefully everything's okay, and just shout out to you. We're a very pro Karis LeVert crowd here at the Stepback, so shout out Karis LeVert. Hopefully everything's okay.
But yeah, absolutely. And Indiana, that whole situation with Oladipo has really gone downhill. It's really kind of the injuries. And
They're a playoff team.
No, totally. But hear me out. So this whole Oladipo thing with all the injuries and stuff, and now he's asking for an extension. It's like, come on, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, you looked terrible in the bubble. You looked bad when you came back from the injury. It's not looking good. So the fact that Indiana was able to get an upgraded, younger version of Oladipo and more of a scoring option is unbelievable. And it fits right in their timeline. And Indiana again continues to stay in stride and really has never taken a step back in this since, the Paul George era. I mean, they've really stayed in stride. Have they missed a playoff since Paul George has left? I don't think so.
I don't think so either, no.
Unbelievable. Kevin Pritchard, great job.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And if you hear, this is the actual so the Nets get Harden and a 2024 second from Cleveland. The Nets move Jared Allen, Taurean Prince, a 57th pick. Let's see, Karis LeVert, 3 firsts. Yeah, Karukas, 3 firsts, 22, 24, and 26, and then 4 swaps because of the Stepien rule. You can't trade consecutive first-round picks. So they trade the first. They're just giving up 22, 24, and 26, and then the in-between years, 21, 23, 25, and 27, because they can't trade those picks, they're doing unprotected pick swaps. So if, say the Nets end up with a good record, and if the Nets end up with a bad record, they can swap for that and they can take that pick completely. There's no protection. It's completely unprotected. So that's a total of 7. So you got 7 firsts.
Yeah, that's unbelievable. I mean, that's a load, But at the end of the day, are those picks really meaning anything for the next 3 or 4 years? We're not really
not right
value.
now because they're going to be good, but we don't know about 25, 26, 27.
Yeah.
What's going to happen to that Brooklyn team in 2026? Do we have any idea?
No.
What if there's no one left? They've mortgaged their entire future.
Right.
They did literally the exact Kevin Garnett, Paul Pierce situation.
Yeah.
They just mortgaged their entire future on this working. And, if it doesn't work and they're stuck with Joe Harris and whoever else is left at that point, and you have, 7 years with no picks? This might get really hairy. They are all – Sean Marks is all in, 100% chips all in right here, right now. You know what I'm saying? This is – because what are they going to do if this doesn't work and they want to blow it up, if those guys don't re-sign or they demand a trade or something? What if – all right, so it's 2021. It's January 2021. What if in January 2024 it's over? It's over. Those guys are literally not on the roster anymore. Then what? Because those guys have no picks. They have none for years. In
an era where, loyalty and, a team's future is never in question in the current
What do you
state
mean?
of the
You mean
NBA.
you never know what's going to happen?
Yeah. You
Yes,
have no
absolutely.
idea with
Absolutely.
your superstars. I
Yeah.
mean, they could wake up
Tomorrow.
morning and be like,
I'm gone.
you know what? Nah, this
Yeah.
is not going to work.
Yeah. Uh-huh. And they could have a whole nother team planned out, ready to go. My boy down there, he's going to demand a trade too. We're both going to meet up over there. We have not, we don't know what's going on in these guys' minds. You know what I'm saying? We have no idea. What if Kyrie's pissed? What if he's this was supposed to be my thing with me and KD? He told Sean Marks and everybody that it's cool and we can play together and we'll gel and mesh and everything. But we don't know that he thinks that. What if he's pissed? What if he's this was my idea? This whole thing is me. I don't know, man. I'm just saying, we don't know that this is going to work. And not only do we not know that it's going to work, these guys have no picks till 2027. No, they're 2027. They don't have that either. They don't have picks till 2028, dude.
Yeah. I think, yeah, it's intense, and we could be talking about, and that's why it's so crazy that, this whole thing is going to happen. So I guess we should kind of lean this conversation more towards, can they get a title?
A title, yeah. Are they a title team? Are they a title team this year? Or right now, probably not. They don't have
Do we
depth.
know that? We haven't seen Kyrie play with them yet.
It doesn't, I know. But listen, they have one center, and their only real power forward is Jeff Green, who's not a real power forward. He's a wing. So, they have DeAndre Jordan, who has not been good. Anyone who tells you DeAndre Jordan has been good is not watching basketball. DeAndre Jordan sucks. And then they have no real 4. They have KD, who's not a 4, and they have Jeff Green, who's not a 4. That's it. That's their bigs. Other than that, their next big is Kevin Durant, and then Joe Harris. They don't have bigs. They have Jeff Green and DJ. They need to make a couple more moves here. They can't be done.
I think
buyout market maybe.
I think we roll out, because I don't know if you saw that the Nets had applied for the $8.2 million.
Yes, for the injured player. Yeah, okay.
For Spencer Dinwiddie. So, we could talk about that. We could start that discussion. But
should we just start the discussion of, do you move Kyrie for a couple bench pieces? All right, they just mortgaged their entire future, we just went over, till 2028. What if I can ensure that I get 3 or 4 firsts back and I get 2 or 3 bench pieces?
No, hear me out. I know what you're saying, and I've seen this argument.
Yeah,
now, if we're going to start this argument, I need to hear, give me 3 teams.
Oh, I don't know. Let me think. You're the one who brought it to me. What's up with some of those Denver guys? Yeah. Gary Harris, Monty Morris, Michael Porter Jr.
I just can't think of a team. I just
that's
can't think of a
willing to
team
do
that I
it.
could just put Kyrie on and get equal value, match up the money, and make everything work out.
Yeah, but I'm not doing it as a GM right now, other than Sean Marks. Other than it from Brooklyn's perspective.
Picks. We have zero
Other than
picks.
from Brooklyn's perspective, because I can't speak for anyone else. I'm just putting myself in the chair of Brooklyn GM Sean Marks. Okay, that being the case, if I'm Sean Marks, here are your options. You have Kyrie, and you can go forward with this team with like 8 guys and very little depth and no bigs. Or do you try to... I mean, dude, Harden led the league in assists multiple years. Harden can playmake with the best of playmakers, especially now that he seems to be all bought in. That he actually seems to be happy. He's like smiling and laughing and having a good old time. Like, all right, man, you're going to be our point guard. You're going to be our playmaker. We're going to deal Kyrie for 3 firsts and 2 or 3 bench pieces to make us like a real, we got 11 guys out here. Like 11 NBA players that you can play. Because like they don't have a full bench right now. Like, I know everyone's all excited about Harden and Kyrie and KD, and rightly so. And then you can even throw in, they got some awesome other players too. But, like, it's not, and especially with losing Dinwiddie, like, dude, they're thin right now. They're very thin. Like, I don't know, man. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what happens. What happens if Jeff Green pulls a hammy in a playoff series, or Joe Harris does, or both? You know what I mean? Like, you might be out there throwing G Leaguers in there. They don't have a lot of guys. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know if those guys, if those 3 plus Joe Harris and Jeff Green can really score. They have no Dinwiddie. They lost Jared Allen. They lost Karis LeVert. Like, man, I don't know.
Even Karukas is playable. Karukas is gone too.
Yeah,
he's
it's
playable
like,
too.
yeah, I don't know. Can those guys score 120-something points a game? I don't know, man. They might need, like...
Yeah, DJ's washed.
Yeah,
we
completely.
gotta stop. Yeah, we gotta stop that.
Yeah, and I love how he was supposed to be like the third wheel.
Yeah.
Remember it was like
yeah.
Kyrie and KD are gonna team up with DeAndre
DJ,
Jordan
yeah.
in Brooklyn. It was like, wait, what? One of those things is not like the other.
So okay, quick review on this whole Harden thing. Harden looked awesome.
Yeah, triple double in his debut.
Unbelievable.
He also looked like he lost like 60 pounds overnight. The internet was talking, Twitter was talking about like that was a fat suit. Like, how was it possible that he looks like he lost 50 pounds?
So
is he just bloated? Like, what's going on?
I thought he was wearing layers. I thought he was wearing like
he's wearing
multiple
the t-shirt
t-shirts. Multiple t-shirts.
Hold on, let's look up this picture. I don't know. Multiple t-shirts does not give. It's his stomach, dude. It's literally his stomach that looks like protruding. Like, yeah,
this is like his chest.
It's his.
See, it comes out towards the shoulders. You know, like up towards his chest, it comes out. That's why I think it's layered.
Like, that's the one that's been going viral this morning because it's the back-to-back photo of Harden in the blue, in the warm-up for Houston, and then last night in the Brooklyn warm-up.
Yeah, I don't know.
He looks 50, 60 pounds lighter.
I have no idea. I don't know.
I don't know. Is that some sort of? Is he wearing? Maybe he's wearing. Is that? All right. Let me ask you: is it that petty? Do we believe that NBA players aren't petty enough to wear some sort of fat suit vest thing? He's like, I bet you I'll still go get you like 22, 6, and 6. Like, maybe I'm not James Harden with the fat suit on, but I bet you even wearing this thing, because remember, his first however many games in Houston, he hasn't played that well. Just hear me out here. Hear out my conspiracy theory here. He's wearing a fat suit. He's out there averaging like 26, 5, and 6, or 22, 5, and 6. He's just wearing a fat suit.
That would be just unbelievable.
All right, so do you move Kyrie or not?
No, so all right, so here's my recap. So Harden looked awesome. KD at 42 looks awesome so far to this point. KD looks just like pretty much like Golden State KD.
Yeah, he looks
unbelievable. So
he's 44% from deep. He's 54% from the floor. He's 29 point something a game. Like he's the Slim Reaper, dude.
So
he's KD.
I think if we keep this, we keep it the way it is. Kyrie, Harden, and KD. That team goes to the finals. Nobody's in the East is beating them. Fact or fiction?
Yeah, I mean, dude, they certainly have the most stacked, talented team
For sure,
on paper in the NBA. But I don't know. When it comes to a playoff series, I do trust KD, for the most part, and I do trust Kyrie. He's never shown to not show up big in big moments. He always has. KD, other than like a couple blunders he had when he was young, and then like obviously just a weak move and blowing the 3-1 lead. But for the most part, like on the court, like I trust KD too. I don't really trust Harden as much, but we'll see. He could develop.
Just getting to the finals, I would put my money if I had to.
I don't know. I think in a 7-game series, even no matter how bad they might be playing right now, the teamwork of Miami might be too much. I think like a Miami or a Toronto who slides in like a 7 seed, like they might be tough.
Miami's starting 4-8 and just
anybody who plays like hero ball, they'll beat. Like, they'll beat Boston because Tatum can't ISO score with KD, Harden, and Kyrie. Yeah. Anyone who tries to play like that, they'll beat. They'll blow off the floor. But
Philly.
Some of those random teams who aren't as talented, but they play really well as a team, and they're really well coached. Nick Nurse, Toronto. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, one of those teams might be scary for Brooklyn. Anybody who just tries to outplay them with talent, yes,
Giannis,
they'll blow out.
They'll beat Giannis.
Yeah, they'll just blow out a team like that. But when it comes to like those teams who work really good as a team, they're really well coached, like Miami, like the Raptors, Nick Nurse, like Spo, like that might get a little hairy, dude. That might get a little hairy.
That's kind of I don't know. I think Brooklyn's gonna come out of the East pretty handily.
I mean, it's fair. Obviously, that's not a ridiculous take.
Yeah. So while we're staying in the East, that's where we'll leave off there with Brooklyn. So
what's up with Ben, dude? Thank God Ben's probably like whoo, and then get moved there. I thought, or do you think maybe he wanted to leave?
I don't know.
I think he likes Philly.
Yeah.
Him and Joel seem to be getting along better. They still have some problems with their roster, but like they got some shooting, they got some help. The young kid looks awesome. He took 10 million shots the other night and scored 38 or something. I mean, dude, they're pretty cool. Move on. Sorry.
So no, we're good. We can come back to Philly though, but just while we're in this East and major transactions, how about we talk about this Giannis extension? Because
how about we talk about him winning MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, doing the same thing and fizzling out in the playoffs because he has no jumper and teams can game plan around it. And then signing this extension, it's just like a whole thing. Like you have to look at it as a whole. And then signing this massive deal where this is just going to keep happening.
So this is where I want to start. I want to start with Giannis went to the front office this year and was like, I need help, right? He said, I need more help. George Hill and Chris Middleton and Brooke and Ilyasova, all these other guys, Wes Matthews, that's not enough. I need more. Guys are like, Milwaukee's GM is, fine. We need more. We'll go out and get more. They go out and make a big move. They go out and get Drew Holiday. They're supposed to get Bogdan. That gets a little weird and slimy, and they let that one go. Yep. And they lose out on Bogdan. Do they bring anyone else in?
That was supposed to be big, too, because the report was, and I believe it was from Woj at the time, was that Bogdan was a big key in re-signing Giannis. So when the Bogdan thing fell through, everyone kind of thought, that might not be good.
Totally. But that's the thing though, is if Milwaukee is like, you know what, fine, we're gonna come get you help. Let me give you Drew Holiday. I bet you Giannis is looking like, oh my God, James Harden was on the table. Why didn't we just go get James Harden? Now I'm stuck in Milwaukee with Drew Holiday for another 5 years. It's like, and I think we're all looking at the East now, regardless of what Giannis has done in the past couple of years, and I think we need to look at the serious fact that Milwaukee's taken another step back from what they once were with Brogdon and Bledsoe. Now you lose Bledsoe.
They're still first in the East. Once again, they're first in the East.
Yeah, but that's not going to hold on.
Yeah, for
they're
sure.
not going to hold on.
Even if they do, it's just the same thing. They're just going to have the same problem.
I like Brooklyn more than I like Milwaukee.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, so it's like Giannis went out and said, I need help. And it's still not enough.
No, not even close. And that's what I was saying, is like, he's never going to win a championship as the best player on the team. Sorry. Or maybe he will if you get if he could get Kevin Durant and Harden, then yeah, all right, fine. I'll give you that. But like this type of team where he's like the only all-star, or there's one other guy that he made an all-star, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, where he's the only
He needs an established guy.
An all-NBA, like,
Yeah,
yes,
for sure.
he's never... It's just this same thing's going to keep happening. He won't win MVP again, though his numbers might be through the roof again. Just like every year he breaks his own like efficiency ratings and everything like that. Like, yeah, he might do it again. He might do it again, and he might win. He'll win Defensive Player of the Year. I would not be surprised. He won't win MVP because they won't give it to him 3 times in a row. They'll give it to Luka or LeBron maybe or somebody else, but they won't give it to Giannis again. But like that being said, this is just going to keep happening. Giannis is just going to win. He's going to rack up a bunch of MVPs. He's going to rack up a ton of points and blocks and rebounds and Defensive Player of the Year awards and a bunch of first and second round exits. It's just going to keep happening, and they can pay him all the money in the world. And it's kind of tough because what are you supposed to do? Are you supposed to just let him walk, or are you supposed to throw him the absolute Brinks truck and hopefully he signs? They're Milwaukee. They never get big free agents. They either have to hit on trades or hit on draft night. And it's like, in order to hit on draft night, your timelines need to line up. Well, now Giannis is in his 6th season, so draft night's out. We can't have no 18, 19-year-old kid coming in here if we're trying to win today. So that being said, we need to hit on trades because unless they can just convince someone to come to Milwaukee to play with Giannis. That's a possibility, but in all likelihood, it's trades. And they went out and they got Drew Holiday, and that's nice. He's better than Eric Bledsoe. That's a fact. But like, what else is a fact? Is like, does that put them? Are they really any better? Not really. Maybe defensively, but like they might be worse in a lot of areas. And this is just gonna keep happening. So it's like. This sucks, too, because they're a 1 seed. It's not even like where they're in the middle of the pack. They're a literal 1 seed every year, time and time again. They're the best offense in the league, best defense in the league. Last year, the best offense in the league was Luka, but you know what I mean? It's like it just keeps happening. So it's like, well, then what do we do? What do you want to do? What can you do? Do you like their system of drive and dish? You got Brook Lopez and shooters and stuff like that, or do you want to try to just mix it up, do something else?
I think it depends. I think it starts with getting that next guy. I think, if we're talking like give me Clay, or if you're talking give me Bradley Beal, then even with Bradley Beal, it's still kind of like I think I need like an established guy. I need like, hey, if we're talking Kyrie, Giannis and Kyrie, what's up?
So like you want another ball handler.
I need another elite superstar is proven.
So you need Drew Holiday, but you just need a better player. But you need that. You need an on and off ball guard.
Yeah.
To play
that has established themselves in big moments in the playoffs.
Yeah. So like you need like Booker. Oh, in the playoffs?
Yeah.
Man, this is tough. This is getting tough.
Let me get CJ.
This is getting tough. Oh, that's kind of nice. I'm not mad at that at all. But like, what are you gonna do? You gonna flip Drew Holiday? Give him Chris Middleton.
Yeah, I don't know.
Chris
we gotta
Middleton?
make that work. But I'm just shooting.
Yeah. I know what you mean. I mean, I guess, yeah, but I don't know. The next big one is one of these guys whose deal is up, or even before their deal is up now, because it doesn't matter these days. You could just say this is where I want to go.
Did Beal sign an extension?
No, I don't believe so. Did he?
I don't know.
But the next thing that's gonna happen is. Someone's either going to go to Dallas or someone's going to go to Memphis because someone's going to want to go play. So he signed Bradley Beal signed a $72 million extension in October of 2019. So he's on his last year right now.
Oh.
Yeah, so. Or no, it keeps him with the Wizards through 20. No. He's got another one after this one. So,
wow.
So, but the next big thing that's going to drop, like I was saying, is one of these guys whose contract is up or...
But it doesn't... None of that even matters. Because he missed his opportunity. He signed the extension.
You're talking about Beal.
Oh, yeah. No.
That's not what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
You jumped into Beal. I was talking about a different thing. I'm talking about the next big, because we're looking at Durant and Harden and Kyrie. And I'm saying, like, the next big superstar thing is they're going to want to go play with one of these young guys.
Okay.
Like, I would not be surprised at all if... So, like, here's another big one, is the Pelicans. The Pelicans have these all-star level guys who haven't started getting paid yet. So, like, what do you want to do? Like, do you want to try to compete? Because if you do, you need to get a max level guy now before you have to pay Zion and your young guys so you can go over the cap in order to get that guy. Because once you pay all these young core guys, you won't be able to get that other max player. So, like, whether it be Dallas and Luka and KP, or whether it be these guys in New Orleans, like a team like that who has exciting young guys, like, someone's going to go join them because it's the only way that it's going to, because of the way the cap is structured, like, it's the only way it's going to play out. Like, you're not just going to be able to throw 3-4 max guys together the way the cap is playing out because of the COVID stuff. Like, the cap is going to keep coming down. And eventually, like, what's going to happen? The next thing that's going to happen is, like, it's going to be key based on, like, the timing of who's signing their extension when. Like, I'm pretty sure B.I. has already signed, hasn't he? He's on the last year of his... Is he getting paid max money right now?
Yeah, he already signed the extension.
Okay, yeah, I know he signed it, but is he on the last year of his...
Rookie deal, yes.
Okay, so next year he starts getting paid max money. And then, like, pretty soon you got to pay Zion. You're going to have to pay either Lonzo or let him walk. Same thing with Jackson Hayes. Same thing with the wing, the little guard wing, Josh Hart. Like, these guys are all still on their rookie scale deal. So, like, those are the teams that you have to look at for, like, a guy to go to. Like, because if you're a superstar, wouldn't you rather go play with, like, Luka and Porzingis or Zion and B.I. than, I don't know, pick another thing here? I think that that's one of the next big ones that's going to happen. Because, like, those guys need to have that now. Like, if you are the GM of New Orleans, what's your next move?
Yeah, you got to get another young guy before you have to pay Zion.
You have to get another max guy
that's
before you have to pay
that's
Zion.
what I meant.
Yeah, because you can go over the salary cap to pay Zion because you drafted him.
Right.
But you can't go over the salary cap to pay X, Y, and Z player in free agency.
Right.
You can't pay some max guy, insert max guy here. You can't pay that guy $140 million in free agency. You can't go over the cap to do that. But you can go over the cap to pay Zion $140 million. So, like, they're going to get a max level guy now. That's what I think. Dallas is about to make a move. Like, nobody's talking about it, and I don't think that they're going to. I think that roster they have now is not going to be the roster that they move forward with. I actually think the Lakers are trying to make a move too.
Yeah, but they have no picks, so
yeah,
it's like it's.
But I'm just saying, they definitely are trying to make a move, especially after this Harden deal. Like, these teams, we're not done. Now stuff's about to get exciting. Like, now it's about to start going. We're gonna see a couple big deals soon. Like, somebody big is gonna be on the move soon. I promise that.
So, all right,
I think it'll be Beal.
Just to recap.
Or CJ.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Beal or CJ is on the move soon, and they're going to. Oh, I guess it depends what you need back, but they're going to one of these teams. I don't know. If you're Beal, where do you want to go?
I need somewhere where I'm not the number one guy.
Who do you want to go play with? Would you go to, like, Miami?
It's probably not good enough. I need to be the number one or number two guy.
Denver? Still not good enough?
Yeah, I don't know. It's just gonna be like a Toronto.
How about you go play with Dame?
I think Siakam could be the next one to go.
That would be interesting. He's not playing very well right now.
Yeah, so I think he's gonna get. He could be, but just real quick, just to recap this whole Giannis thing. I mean, he screwed up. I think just signing that extension. Like, he's locked up in Milwaukee.
You think he should have left?
Yeah, I mean that because this whole thing, is about these superstars, right? Is teaming up with these superstars. I think Giannis blew his opportunity.
I don't buy into any of it. I think it's tough for all of them. I think it's tough for Giannis. What is he supposed to do? And I think it's tough for.
I think he missed his
Milwaukee.
opportunity.
I don't know what they're supposed to do. They have to throw him a bag.
They're locked up.
Yeah, and they'll probably never win a title.
Yeah.
Unless you can get someone to come play with him,
happen.
who's probably better than he is, which is unlikely.
It's not gonna happen. All right, so Giannis is screwed. But let's go East versus West here, okay?
Okay.
So who you like in the East?
To come out of the East?
Yeah. Because, I mean, here, we'll look at the standings right
tough.
now.
It's like Brooklyn.
Yeah.
I guess Brooklyn or
Milwaukee's leading.
Milwaukee's 1, yeah, and
Boston's 2, 8-4. Indiana will come in at 3.
Indiana's
they're 8-4.
nice, but again, they just lost it. Like now they're out.
Yeah,
basically their best player. You know what I mean? Like it's kind of tough. But you know what? If I know anything about Indiana, they'll just keep rolling and they'll just turn into the same exact team. Just like every single time somebody gets hurt on Indiana and they have like 0% chance of making the playoffs and they just cruise right along and do it anyway. So I wouldn't be surprised. Sabonis eats, dude.
So I would say for
Miles Turner plays nasty defense.
Yeah. I would say for the East, we'll do most surprising team.
I don't care about any of those teams. How about that? None of those teams are winning the title.
Yeah, but most surprising team.
Most surprising team?
Yeah. So, like, team that you're like, oh, these guys suck. But, they came in and they're way better than they expected or way worse than they expected.
I don't know. I think Miami's not playing very well.
Yeah.
It's kind of surprising.
I think they're hurt, though. They're coming
Toronto sucks.
Oh, yeah, Toronto's good.
Toronto sucks.
Kyle Lowry. It's getting washed.
Yeah, and Siakam's not. Did you see the thing the other day? I think it was IT. You see IT when Siakam missed a game winner. He came down. He does like his
little shimmy,
gross like flailing thing he does in the lane, the half spin, which is effective. I'm not talking trash about him. He's super effective at it, but like. And it doesn't go, right? He throws up like this weird little running like half hook thing.
Yeah.
And it doesn't go, and they lose. And IT goes on Twitter, and he's like, no disrespect, because, like, Siakam's awesome. But if you don't have, like, you have to be able to get to your shit and get a bucket. If you don't have,
spots.
like, yes, or a thing. Do you have a thing? Can you do a thing?
Like a move?
Like, Beal has all these bag of moves. CJ McCollum has all these different, like, moves that, like, you can't just pick up a basketball and start doing. Like, no, he specifically learned how to do this very cool footwork move. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, like, a lot of these guys have stuff like that. And I just, I think, like, somebody like Siakam, it's like, yeah, it's tough. It's like, his size and athleticism and speed and determination and sheer will and stuff will get you X amount of buckets. But, like, IT's basically like, listen, man, if you can't, like, get to your spots, get to your shit, and get a bucket, then I don't know what to tell you. Like, it's going to be tough out here. And that's pretty accurate, dude. It's pretty accurate. Like, the ball needs to be in Fred's hands. That's what he said. He's like, you have to have someone who can, like, he's got an option. I can shoot it. I can pass it. I can drive it. I need to be like a triple threat out here. I can't be out here where you know what I'm going to do. It's why Giannis loses in the playoffs, right? It's like, I don't know. It's like, yeah, they suck. They need to be able to do something too.
Yeah, all those guys. They paid all those guys. They ran it back.
I don't really have any teams that are super surprising in the East. I'm a little surprised that Toronto and Milwaukee aren't better than. Toronto and Miami aren't better than.
I'm going to give you not really a good one, but I know I've been talking to you about this for a long time. But the Knicks. The New York Knicks.
Yeah. Well, duh. Yeah, I'll buy into that.
Yeah. Okay. I'm in on the Knicks, and now hear me out on the Knicks.
Awesome.
Yeah,
they've been playing awesome.
Tips, dude.
And Julius Randle's been
awesome,
hooping.
dude. And guess what? Guess who's leading the league in minutes? Julius Randle and RJ Barrett, of course.
Are they 1 and 2?
Yeah. As long as the sky is blue, Tom Thibodeau will be running his star players into the ground.
Yeah, into the dirt.
For sure.
Into the dirt. Yeah, absolutely.
Overplaying him up 40. RJ Barrett's playing big
42
minutes.
minutes.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Hilarious.
We're up 21. I need a breather. It's like, no, you better go play defense.
Yeah. He's going to be screaming, barking from the sidelines. There's going to be no fans. You'll hear him perfectly. It'll be great. All those Chicago fans that miss, Tibbs screaming at Jimmy and D Rose to get down at stats and all those other things. It's awesome. But
yeah, Tibbs is, he's Tibbs. It's like.
So the real question is here. I don't know. A lot of people, I'm sure, haven't been following this whole Knicks thing. I mean, I remember when people were like, "Oh, we're gonna get Kyrie, KD, and Zion," and that never came together. But Austin Rivers has gone a lot on Twitter. Austin Rivers, the guard from the Knicks, has gone a lot on Twitter and said, "Hey, we have been a tough franchise to watch for the last 10, 15 years, and 20 years almost, if you want to go that far." But Austin Rivers has said, hey, this is different. Tibbs is, holding us accountable. He's, we're playing hard for him. We're close. We just got to get this chemistry down, and we're going to start winning games. And, I buy into that because Rivers said, I've played on bad teams. I know what it's like to suck and not have any hope for a season. And he said this is not one of those teams. This team is, a lot of people think is playoff bound. And that's really, really crazy to say with, a roster of Reggie Bullock, Wayne Ellington, and, Dennis Smith Jr.
Yeah, that might be.
But
that might be a little bit.
I will say this:
ambitious.
RJ Barrett was the 3rd pick in the draft. Julius Randle's playing the best basketball he's played in his career. Mitchell Robinson is a young and upcoming star. If you
Mitchell
could get
Robinson is awesome.
anything out of Kevin Knox, we'll take anything.
Yeah, like what's up with some of those young guys? They kind of struck out on half those guys, huh? So like, what do we think about Ntilikina?
Garbage.
Done, right?
Yeah.
It's gone.
Dennis
it's
Smith.
done. It's done in the water. Yeah, Dennis Smith. It's over, right?
Yeah, I
Like
kinda
we're not
the-
still holding out hope that like this can be a starting NBA point guard. Like it's over, right? It's over for. Is it over for Kevin Knox, or are we still holding out hope that this guy can be legit?
I think
Because we're out on Ntilikina and we're out on Dennis Smith.
Yeah, I don't think we can give up on Knox yet.
Okay, so we're still in on Kevin Knox. So, yeah, we got a couple nice, promising pieces, and then you got a couple sick veterans. Hey, man, nobody ever said Julius Randle was not an absolute beast. We kind of knew what Julius Randle was.
Career high in assists.
We knew what Julius Randle was, and I bet you a long time ago, if you would have told me I'll make him your number one guy, yeah, he's definitely going to eat. Absolutely, dude. He's unstoppable. He's an absolute animal. Like, I'm not surprised. I'm more surprised that they got a couple of these young guys that start stepping up. They start like RJ Barrett. RJ Barrett's looking kind of nice out there.
Consistency.
Like, yeah, he's looking kind of nice out there. Like, I'm not mad at him.
If RJ Barrett can come in and be 18, 7, and 5, we got a player.
Dude, he's 20.
If he could be 22, 7, and 5.
No, I mean, he's 20 years old.
Oh, I know. No. I'm aware
I'm
of that.
saying,
I'm
like,
just
it's-
saying, like 3-4 years. If we're 18, 7, and 5, 22, 7, and 5, we got.
All right, who's your surprise team in the West?
in the West?
Yeah.
Give me a second. here.
It's Lakers, Clippers, Jazz, Suns, Blazers, Spurs, Mavericks, Nuggets. That's your top 8 seeds. And then you got,
See, because the easy answer is Phoenix. The easy answer is Phoenix. But I mean, I think we all saw this coming. We all saw this coming with CP going to Phoenix.
Yeah. That's not surprising. They just unlocked that
Yeah,
whole
yeah.
team. Yeah. Okay, how about this? I got a question for you. Well, we've talked a little bit about this, but like I want to get into this for a minute. What do you think? Is Denver worse?
Yes.
So like Denver lost a couple bigs. They lost
Jeremy Grant, Mason Plumlee,
and Jeremy Grant is absolutely
Malik Beasley's gone. Too.
Jeremy Grant's 26-8 right now, or something like that. 24-7.5. He's going nuts right now for Detroit.
Yeah.
I mean, it's weird, but like, I mean, he played awesome in the bubble. I'm not anti Jeremy Grant. He's pretty cool. Like he's pretty good, dude. Like his percentages are pretty good. All his advanced analytics are pretty good. Like, I mean, it's weird that they run through him. Like last night, he took 19 shots, and Blake and D Rose both took 12. Like, it's just weird.
Yeah, it's so weird.
It's just weird. But like, he's not bad. He's probably their best player. Derrick Rose is probably still their best player. But you know what I'm saying? Like, he's nice. Like, that's a big loss for Denver, is what I'm saying. Is like, and also what's weird is like, I don't understand I like Mike Malone. I truly do. I think he's like one of my favorite coaches in the NBA as a guy. Because I've seen him like hoop. There's like footage of him hooping with his team, and like he'll go out there in gym shorts and Jordans and like hit fall away jumpers on NBA players in scrimmages. Like he hoops on like Jamal Murray and stuff like that. Like I'm pro Mike Malone. He's super cool. I root for him, but I don't really understand what they're doing half the time. Like, are you playing Bol or not? Because, like, you won't play him for 4 games, and then you'll start him, and then he gets 8 minutes and doesn't play the rest of the game. And he has a block on Wiseman. It's very weird. And then, like, same thing with, like, Michael Porter Jr. Like, are these guys a part of are these guys, like, your young core, your young rotation guys that you're, like, banking on, or are they not? Because, like, I don't know what you guys are doing. They've done so many, like, cool things. And then another thing that you and I have talked about a lot is what is going on with Jamal Murray? Like, Jamal Murray in the bubble was all world, hitting fall away 360 leaners with his left hand and up and under reverse layups around LeBron and just ridiculous stuff. And now it's just, I mean, what is he, 16 a game or something right now?
No,
it's
he's 19 a game, but his PR is here. I'll pull it up.
Was
his
really
PR was
surprising.
16.
Yeah, that's
like
16.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah, it's like, and they lost a couple pieces. And I don't understand what's going on with their rotations. I genuinely don't know.
Here, hold on. Jamal Murray is 19.5, 4, and 3.5, 16.6 PER, 35% from deep, 46% from the field, 35% from deep.
All right,
Jamal
so
Murray.
what is he? 19, 5 and 4.
19, 4, and 3.5.
Okay, so in the bubble, he was 26 and a half, 5 and 6.6 dimes, and 45+% from deep. Like he's an all NBA player in the bubble.
He's 10% down in his 3-point range or his 3-point percentage.
That makes no sense. Like they're 500 right now. They're tied for the 8th seed with Memphis, with OKC, who that's awesome. Good thing. Good shout out to Shea. Shea's just nasty. Shea had 31 and 8 or something last night. He's just nasty. Golden State's also 500. Like you got 4 people tied for the 4 seed. Like I don't know that I like Denver. In my mind, Denver's way better than Memphis, OKC, and Golden State. But like I don't know that. They don't play very well. Their rotation makes no sense. Guys can't hit shots. They don't play defense. They don't know what's going on. Jokic is averaging a triple-double, leading the league in assists, but like even he looks kind of goofy out there. He's been eating, but everything, it just doesn't feel right yet. It's just not, something's not right about it yet. I don't really know what it is other than the change in personnel, but it's just something's not right yet.
Don't sleep on Steph.
Hey, man. We've been arguing about this all year. We should put something on this. And if Golden State makes the playoffs, we'll put some sort of bet on this.
Yeah, but
on the show, live on the show.
But there needs to be stipulations.
Like what? Yeah. If Steph gets hurt or anything like that. Yeah, and if you guys trade for a superstar, it's obviously I'm not saying they won't make the playoffs anymore. Yeah. There's totally stipulations, but I mean we should put some sort of bet on it. What do you want to bet me? I say that Steph won't drag this team to the playoffs. What do you say? You say they will. What do you want to put on it?
I think they just sneak in. I think I like Steve Kerr. I like Steph. I like Draymond. And that team we all saw on opening night where they get blown out by Brooklyn and Steph is just heaving up everything. That's not what's going on right now. I mean, Wiseman is getting more and more and more comfortable playing in the NBA. He played 2 college games. And he's drafted 2 overall. I mean, give this guy some time. Give this and trust me, if you're watching the games, if you're staying up and watching the games, I've watched a lot of games because I'm pro Steph. I'm trying to see as many buckets as Steph can get. But there are flashes of when Wiseman will throw down a lob or, rip a ball out of the air. And you're like, oh, my gosh, like this guy's the second pick. Like this is what this is going to be. And,
but
since
it's not
Draymond.
Now. It's
no.
Right now,
that's what I'm saying.
You're 500.
Flashes. That's what I said.
Steph turns the ball over 7 times.
Since Draymond has came back.
And they blow fourth quarter leads and lose games.
Since Draymond has came back, they look like a completely different team.
Right now, their streak is at 2 losses in a row. That's what their current streak is.
I'm not telling you they're going to win the title. I'm not telling you they're going to win the title.
All right, so what are you betting me that Steph Curry...
they go to the 7th seed? What if they're the 7th seed and they play the Clippers in the first round? And Steph averages 45 a game in the first round.
And they win.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
And Steph's like shimmying.
Yeah.
And there's crowds in the arenas by then. Oh, my God. That would be amazing. And Steph is just hitting 40-footers.
And how about the weirdest thing? And while we were just on the Steph thing, it's my last thing about Steph.
Oh, go ahead. Go ahead. We can get into Steph. I can give you my take.
So obviously, we are in not the eve, but a couple weeks past of Steph's 62-point performance. And, Steph is doing the whole thing. And you know how you were just saying, the shimmy, and he's doing the turn around, and he's rolling down.
Where he chucks up a shot and turns around.
Yeah, how about in the finals when he hits the 3-point play and he's 1, 2, 3, 4.
He did that the other night. Yeah.
So, Steph feeds off the crowd. Right, he
true.
feeds off the crowd totally. Him just running around.
That's true.
He does all of that.
That's what I hate about him is all that.
How about that last shot?
It's so annoying.
The one he hits for 62. Draymond gets the rebound. He leaks out. Steph is trailing behind him, and Draymond knows exactly where he's going to be because that is what that team chemistry is over years, which I think a lot of the NBA is missing nowadays because, guys are in and out in 2 years. Draymond and Steph have played together for 7 years now, and that was going to happen. Draymond knew exactly where he was going to be. But anyways, besides the point, Steph catches the ball, hits the shot, and it's unbelievable. It's an unbelievable moment. Steph is breaking a career high. He's got 62. It's a season high. It's the NBA season. It's like the 3rd week of the year. It's a massive moment in this 2021 season, and there's no crowd.
Yeah,
It was so weird.
Yeah, dude. I mean, this whole experience has been weird. It's weird for everyone, though. So it's like, what?
It's so
be
strange.
it.
That's all I'm saying. Is
You know
just
who else feeds off the crowd? Guys who aren't skill based. Giannis, I bet you, feeds off the crowd because everything he does is ferocity based.
Yeah, but
and
Steph is all
LeBron. That's what I'm saying.
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
saying
okay.
guys who aren't skill based. I would imagine. I'm just making shit up, but I would imagine that would feed off the crowd more because, like, Steph you seen what he did in the empty gym? He hit 105 shots in a row. Like, if you got the skills, you got the skills. But if you don't got the skills and you rely on running people down and jumping over them and dunking on people's faces, I would imagine that those people feed off the crowd more. I'm just making shit up, but, just playing devil's advocate. But I'm with you, dude. I mean, it was gnarly. Steph is gnarly. Nobody's ever said, dude, that's not, he'll get another 50 in the next 2 months. I'm calling it right now. Yeah. He'll have another 50 ball.
Yeah.
But I bet you he doesn't win, I bet you they don't make the playoffs. And even though Wiggins, people got to be easier on Wiggins, man. Wiggins he's fine. He's not like great, but like we think he sucks because he's the number one pick, but like he's like 18.5 a game, dude. He's fine. He's fine out there.
All right.
Half the time he shoots better percentages than Steph does. It's fine. It's
so
fine.
let's
don't bag on Wiggins. Bag on Steph.
Let's do a little friendly wager here. All right. So if they go to the playoffs, the next show after they make the playoffs, you have to wear a Steph jersey the entire time.
Okay.
But if they lose, I don't know. You have to come up with something.
Wait. Start it over.
So if Steph takes a team to the
playoffs,
regardless of injuries,
the
Steph
next
can't
show
get hurt,
I have to wear a Steph jersey.
Yeah.
Okay.
The entire show.
Okay. And then if he doesn't make the playoffs, I want you on the internet in front of everyone to explain in detail to our audiences that will stay up forever in the glory of the internet. And I want you to explain how chintzy Steph's playoff runs and playoff appearances and finals record is. Deal?
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I'll go live on the Stepback.
Okay, deal. Sounds good, dude. That's hilarious. All right, another one I want to talk about real quick is you and I during the bubble last year. Listen how stupid we are. We're like, dude, not a lot of people realize how good Luka is. We could probably get him good odds to win MVP. And then the beginning of that season starts. He's like the odds-on favorite
like
to win
plus
MVP.
350.
Yeah. I put a bet on LeBron to win MVP.
Yeah,
even though he's playing career low in minutes. He's like 32 minutes a game, even though he averages like 39 a game for his career.
Before we even get into that about his minutes and stuff, LeBron, like in the past years, usually LeBron will take it easy, like whatever in the regular season, just get me to the playoffs.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like that. LeBron's kind of
really,
like,
I would say the opposite. I would say he's
think-
out there just goofing around. You can see he's visibly not trying.
I think the
He's
opposite.
taking spinning one-legged step backs and crazy. Did you see his logo 3 he took with a minute left in the game the other day? It's like, why are you shooting that? Don't shoot that. Stop. Like,
I think LeBron is putting up massive numbers. He's like 28, 11, and 9.
really? I thought he was like under 25.
Yeah, I mean probably not 28, but he's like 20, 24, 11, and 9. 28's a little aggressive. You're right.
I mean, regardless, so he's 24,
8 and 7.
8 and 7.7.
I think LeBron, because AD is the one who doesn't look good. I think LeBron has looked awesome.
You're right. AD has looked a little shaky. He's here. You want to do a cool thing? Let's do here. Let me go on Basketball Reference. I'm gonna give you 2 guys' stat lines, and I want you to tell me who they are. Okay?
All right.
Because I could do this comparing thing. Basketball Reference is the bomb.
Yeah, awesome.
All right. All right, but so who do you think for MVP though? So like I said, I put my money on LeBron because it's the best. It's like plus 1,500 or something.
Nah, you know what? I think it's probably going to be Luka. Like, Luka's probably going to – I mean, he had another insane game today, like 34, 16, and 15 or something.
Yeah, like it'll even out. Like over 72 games, he'll have a couple – dude, Luka will have a couple 20 rebound games this year, a couple 20 assist games this year. Yeah.
Or 20 and 20 or something.
Yeah.
It'll be ridiculous.
Yeah. He's next level. I think Luka will finish with a handful of MVPs.
Yeah, that's
an absolute handful.
Give me your most surprising player so far.
Surprising player so far. I don't know. Most improved is probably Jeremy Grant.
Christian Wood.
Oh, Christian Wood is most improved. Yeah, Christian Wood's awesome.
Yeah,
he was awesome for Detroit though. To be honest, it's just that they didn't showcase him as much.
He's my most surprising player. Most disappointing player.
Most disappointing player
to this point so far.
I'm definitely missing somebody. Let me think. Most disappointing.
Jamal Murray,
Kyrie Irving.
Yeah.
Even though he have like 50 on opening night or something.
No, that was last year, I think.
Oh yeah, you're right. But the point is, yeah, I mean he's not there. I'm disappointed in the Kyrie thing. I'm disappointed because like, I mean, dude, this guy's making $464,000 a game. I don't know, man. I don't know. Those guys deserve that money. They're the ones who bargain their collective bargaining agreement, their players union. They're the ones who bargained for their revenue shares like 51%. Good, they deserve it. They're the ones who are bringing in that money. But that being said, when like normal people work this hard for like whatever normal people make, whatever you guys make, like. Man, and to hear every game Kyrie's making $464,000. It's like out here I work like a year for like 60 or 50 or 40. Some people work for 30 and less.
Totally.
Like, man, I don't know, man. It's disappointing. It's disappointing because like, how about Stephen A. calling for him to retire?
It's intense.
Yeah, I don't know. Most disappointing, probably Kyrie, Jamal Murray. I'm sure I'm forgetting people. I've been a little really early on, I'm really disappointed in Minnesota. Like, I was excited for Minnesota. You heard me call it. I said the only way they blow that draft pick is by picking Edwards. I thought it would have been way cooler to have.
He's pretty good, though.
He's okay, but I thought it would have been way cooler to have LaMelo at the 1 and D'Lo at the 2, or Wiseman at the 4 and Cat at the 5.
Or just trade Cat.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's just, I'm disappointed in them. They've won like 2 games or 3 games, but.
Guess
one
who
of
has
those
that
guys.
pick?
Who's your most disappointing?
Who has that pick?
What pick?
Minnesota's Golden State.
Golden State.
Yeah.
What's your most disappointing player?
Most disappointing player? Yeah. I don't know. Pascal Siakam.
Yeah, because we were so excited about him for a while.
I'm disappointed in, and also my most disappointing team, Toronto Raptors.
Yeah, they suck.
Come on, guys. I mean, we ran it back. We paid everyone, and now if this doesn't work, we might be in trouble here. You know, we signed OG to a 3 or 4 year deal. We signed Pascal to a big deal. We signed, Lowry's still on a big deal, and Fred VanVleet got paid, and Norman Powell. I don't know if he's gonna get paid or if he got paid, but all these guys are kind of back. So if it's not gonna work, we got to make something happen here. So
all right, I'm gonna read you to 2 guys here.
You got to give me position and era and team. Or like
I'm not giving. I can't do that because you'll know who they are. I'm gonna read you their stat line.
Okay.
And I want you to tell me
in their career or a certain year.
This year.
Okay.
All right. So your first player. This is like that thing where they show the shadow and they don't show you who it is yet. All right. Your first player is averaging 21.7 points, 8.3 rebounds, 3.1 assists, 1.3 steals, 1.8 blocks on, 54% shooting, and 37% from deep.
Is he a guard?
He is a forward.
East or West?
Your next player is currently averaging.
You said 21, 8, and 4.
Yeah, here. Yeah, 21, 8, and 3 on 54, 37. I'm not going to tell you what he shoots at the line. I'll give it away. All right, and your next guy is averaging, ready? 23.2, 10.5, and 7 dimes on 50% from the floor. Oh, I got to add here. I don't know how to shut it off. Got it. All right, so and your other guy is your second guy is he's shooting 50% from the floor and 35% from deep.
The second guy forward?
Yes.
Sabonis.
They're both forwards.
Sabonis is the second guy.
Wrong. You want me to give you a couple names and you could tell me who it is? You just chose Sabonis. All right, one of them is Tobias Harris.
Okay.
One of them's Al Horford. One of them is Bam.
Wow.
No. Hold on. You choose.
Okay.
One of them is Bam. One of them is Tobias. One of them is Al Horford. One of them is Jokic. One of them is AD. One of them is Otto Porter. One of them is Julius Randle. One of them is
Julius Randle is 23, 10, and 7.
Valanciunas. What?
Julius Randle is 23, 10, and 7.
And the other
got that one.
And the other one's AD.
AD's 21, and 8, or 21, 8, and 3.
And Julius Randle's.
That's funny. Yeah.
So Julius Randle's thoroughly outplaying Anthony Davis right now.
Yeah, that's unbelievable.
Yeah, thoroughly outplaying him.
Unbelievable.
The whole reason I got into that was just to say Anthony Davis is not playing well. Right now.
For sure.
Once he turns it out, but I mean it's weird, man. Their whole they figured out a way to play that wins basketball games and wins championships, and then the very next year they have to insert a bunch of new guys who are like key pieces. They're not like go stand in the corner. I mean Wesley Matthews is, but like Dennis Schroeder and Montrezl Harrell, like these guys are like important pieces to a basketball team. Like this is going to change the way you guys play.
Also, I was watching the Lakers play OKC the other night, and Montrezl Harrell is absolutely hysterical to watch play basketball. I mean, if you sit down and watch him play, I mean,
because he's just a goon.
The body,
he's
flying.
A goon. Yeah.
Bro, he gets fouled every time he touches
He's
the
a
ball.
goon.
I literally think they give him offensive fouls because the refs are like, all right,
he's kind of like a
we can't give
center.
you.
I don't know, man.
He's nice though. He was 18 a game last year, 19 a game last year, or whatever.
Yeah, but he's also a 6'6" center who can't guard anybody, who can't stop anyone from going the hole, can't protect the rim, can't stop Luka from giving him buckets. He got out rebounded by Luka throughout an entire series by a point guard. He's a big that is not big and can't shoot. It's like a tough combination of skills. Do I appreciate the hustle plays and the 4 offensive rebounds on the end and finish with an and one? Yes. But, like, man, it's like a tough style. Like, there are pitfalls to his style. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Like, it's tough. I don't know, man. It's like, but I like Schroeder. Schroeder, go get you buckets, huh?
Definitely.
Go get you a couple buckets. He plays some mean D, too. They're nice, man. I don't think they're done either. I think that they're trying to get another guy. Once the Harden thing went through, I think that the Lakers are like, hold on. Let's take another look at this roster and see if we can't improve somewhere.
Yeah.
I believe that. I believe that LeBron is probably making them. Like, hey, let's take one more look at this and see if we can't get any better anywhere. Y'all realize they just got James Harden, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Like, did you see that Twitter video LeBron posted where he's like, I'm 36?
Yeah. Hilarious.
Yeah, so funny. Like, I'm 36.
Yeah.
Stop.
Hysterical. But all right, so just so we can, we've ran through pretty much everything here. I guess the last thing we can do here is final predictions.
What, for the finals?
Yeah, who you got?
Lakers and I guess I'd go Brooklyn, but I don't like that.
Yeah, I'm going to go Lakers Nets. I'll be Lakers Nets.
I don't like that, though. Like, I don't believe in Brooklyn. Maybe Boston. Maybe this is their year. Maybe Philly. I'm not sure. I don't really trust anyone in the East other than Brooklyn. Like, it's either Brooklyn or bust, you know? Like, if it's not Brooklyn, then the Lakers or the Clippers or something wins the title. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
Like, the only people who I really trust in the East is Brooklyn if it works. Like, and we don't know that it's going to work yet. So
totally.
But
I'm
what about you?
with you.
And I got Lakers in 5.
Yeah, I'm probably with you.
He said, in the words of Uncle Shannon Sharp, you can get a pardon, you can get a garden, you can get James Harden. Lakers in 5.
Absolutely. Well, I think we've pretty much covered everything here. Huh?
Yeah, man. I mean, listen, if you guys want to follow along, I know this has been a whole goofy situation. If you guys want to follow along, we're Stepback Podcast on Instagram and YouTube and Stepback Pod on Twitter. We took the off season off. We took a while off because of all the goofy stuff going on in the world, but we're here and we're ready to rock. And we got merch and we got all sorts of fun videos and shows and all sorts of stuff coming your guys' way. So follow along on social media. Like I said, it's Stepback Podcast on Instagram, Stepback Pod on Twitter. Follow our YouTube. I'm on Instagram, Twitter. Kyle Coleman, it's Coleman Kyle 72, I believe. I could be wrong. 7, I don't know. You could find me. Same with him. That's Pat Zabolka. I'm pretty sure it's Pat Zabolka 1 or something like that. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Find me.
But yeah, follow along on social media. We'll put out new fun basketball stuff every week. I don't know if you guys want to do something to get involved, if you want to do some sort of, I don't know, call-ins, or maybe we can do some sort of 2K.
Yeah, we
could do an online 2K tournament, or we can do an online 2K franchise where you get to draft a guy and you get to keep multiple guys and run it like a real franchise and make trades and stuff. Or we could do fantasy. I mean, let us know if you guys got any cool ideas for us. Let us know. You guys know how to find us on social media. Go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I was just gonna say we should post clips and we'll figure it out.
Yeah, dude. Of course.
We'll figure it out. But
all right, man. Thanks, guys, for watching, and check us out. Like I said, follow along, and we'll be back with new stuff next week or later on this week. Who knows? We're still figuring it out. So, thanks for watching, and have a good one. Peace.